In this video, we're going to be taking a look into the market for the week. We're going to be doing the Forex market analysis for the week, and we'll take a look at the sentiment analysis. We'll go take a look at the Forex calendar for the week. I will look into some currency pairs, especially NASDAQ, EURUSD, and GBPNZD. We want to see what the market is doing. And I'm going to be taking you to classroom settings where I had the Q&A session with my students, and we took a look into the week together. However, if you have not subscribed to this YouTube channel, do me a favor, smash on that subscribe button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like this video, share this video with your friend, and make sure you leave a comment at this comment section of this video. We really appreciate your time. You know that this Forex market analysis come to your way every Monday around this time. So do me a favor, if there's any currency pairs you want us to include right on our analysis, make sure you add this also to your comment. My name is Emmanuel Adigbola. Welcome to today's video.
Are you ready to change your career, or are you looking to make extra income outside what you are currently making? Do you belong to one of these groups? 1. You've been hearing about cryptocurrencies or blockchain technology, but you don't have a clue how to get started. 2. You've been hearing about Forex trading, but you have no clue how to make money with it. 3. You have lost your hard-earned money into crypto sharks or Forex sharks. 4. You are sick and tired of your job and you want your freedom? The Forex Apostle Mentoring Program is the global leader in Forex, stocks, and crypto education. As a disciple of the Forex Apostle, you gain skills that you need to succeed in this new economy. Get more than just extra income. Start living life on your term and at your own design. Join the community of like-minded people working towards the same goal as you. Become a Forex disciple today. Visit www.theforexapostlementoring.com to join us.
For next week is going to be another possibly crazy week, but hopefully it's going to be a good week, and it will be a good week for us. So this here. So by Monday we will be expecting. I noticed that these days we have some of all these news that come out, and even though they are medium, they are not. Usually I deal with just only the red. But I noticed that these past few days also there has been some of all these medium impact news that move the market. So that's why I include that. And guys, I told us that we have even this again on the Forex Apostle Mentoring also, just to kind of put some tools out there for us. So right there, economic calendar also is here. So you just click on find out more. So it takes you to the calendar right here. So you can also see what is going on right there. Okay, so I'm going to be using this for this training. So now on Monday, you can see we're going to be having 9:30 in the evening. So if you have pairs trade like a Euro AUD, GBP AUD, Monday evening will be a busy evening. Then of course FOMC, the Fed has been having issue with the interest rate and so on and so forth in the United States. So around this time for USD, Euro USD, or major currency pairs and indices especially, also we move. Tuesday you have GDP Canadian dollars right there. So we're going to be having currency pairs like a USD card, NZD USD, NZD card for Tuesday. We'll look at that for movement. I mean, come on, next week it looks so busy. So Wednesday also, this week Wednesday, we're going to be having this OPEC meeting. So of course you'll be expecting crude oil, you'll be expecting USD card. Then on Wednesday also non-farm employment change for USD. So I mean, this week looks busy. Looks so busy. Then the same thing on Thursday. GBP. So like for instance now, if you have a GBPNZD trade going on, watch out for Tuesday because of this NZD employment. So this employment rate, if right now it's, the forecast is 3.4, depends on what comes out. You can click on that and read about it. But you know, when you are trading, you don't really have time to be looking. You are focusing on what the market is doing. Then on Thursday, you see GBP right there, GBP. Oh my God! On Thursday is going to be another crazy day for GBP. So, like you have a GBPUSD, GBP card, GBPNZD. If you have all those trades open, that's why you either have enough equity in your account to sustain any volatility, or make sure that you trade according to what you see. If you don't have any open position, if you have open position, you need to watch out for all this very well. Then on Thursday also, we will be having this main refinancing rate. Then of course the European, you can see right there, 7:30 ECB price and unemployment claim on Thursday for United States. So it's going to be a busy week. And of course, a Friday non-farm payroll is coming right there. 7:30 on Friday, Canadian. So USD. So this week is going to be a very volatile and busy week. So make sure that you trade with all diligence, and make sure that if you don't have any reason to trade, just stay off the market. Okay. So, and if you, as we have discussed before, if you take a look at go to the forexapostlementoring.com and you take a look at the Forex Sentiment, you also see the sentiment. And what is the sentiment? The sentiment, you know, we explain it right there. Using trader sentiment for Forex stocks and commodity, sentiment can be used to determine positioning across a range of assets. So this tool simply shows you what retail traders are doing. Okay, what retail traders are doing. So for instance, EURUSD, you can see that over 80% of Forex traders are short. I mean, they are long. 12% are short. And what has been happening to the market? The market has been crashing, has been going down, and I don't think it's going to end. I said this long time ago. I told us how even one of my gurus, you know, argued that with me when I see that double top, and that has been happening, you know, and coupled with everything that is going on, USD is strong, Euro is weak. Okay, if you go right here, if you come to the strength, you can see USD is strong. Okay, USD is strong, USD is strong right there. So Euro is weak. So what do you expect? There will be more sell on Euro and buy on USD. So Euro USD keeps going down. But what is a retail trader? What are they doing? Retail trader, what they are doing is they are buying. Do you see that? So GBP USD, more people, 79% are buying. USD JPY, majority are selling, while minority are long. And I've told us many times with that number, when it comes to this sentiment, minority always win, because that is the position the institutions also are holding. Okay, that is the position. So you make sure you go to the forexapostlementoring.com. You will see this Forex sentiment analysis. You can just bookmark it and use it all the time to check what is going on in the market. Okay, let's quickly go to the chart. So let's take a look at that. Let's start from that Euro USD. Euro USD, I'm going to go to monthly. Okay, let's go to monthly and see what is going on here. So on monthly, let me remove this. Let me remove this. So on monthly, what do we see? This candle still looks so, I mean, it looks bearish to me. Okay, this momentum right there. You can see that's a momentum candle right there. Okay, this candle right there. It's a, I mean, it looks bearish. It looks like a bearish candle to me. So that's monthly. Okay, if you go to weekly, I mean, if you look at it very well, we'll be looking into possibly this area. Okay, this area right there. So let's go back to weekly on EURUSD. Now we're doing EURUSD. Now take a look at that also. This, you can see that sell-off. You can see that sell-off on weekly. Look at that. So this is where we draw on monthly. This is where we draw monthly. So what I'm saying right now is that, except anything changes based on all the fundamentals that we just looked at for next week, I won't be surprised if EURUSD, sell off to 1.08821. Okay, now let's go to daily. Now on daily, this is what you see on daily. It's still down, because if you zoom out, you can see right there. You can see right there. You can see that bearish momentum right there. So the same thing. Now, if we're going to have a pullback, let's rewind a little. We might have a pullback, and what kind of pullback could we have? If you pick this Fibo tools and either withdraw it from here to here, right there. So we could have a retracement. So if you're a short-term trader, a day trader, yeah, you could buy, and that's why you have so many people or them buy position. So it could actually pull back to 23.6, even up to 38.2. But then any bearish signal like this will set this off either back to where it is, because right now we are not done with what is going on. We are not done at all. So it's either it go back right there, or it's sell off up to 1.08821 next week. That will be EURUSD. I might be wrong, but from what I'm saying right now, this looks, there is so much selling pressure on EURUSD. Let's take a look at USD. Anything you talk about EURUSD, opposite is a USD CHF. We know that, right? So it's definitely going to be opposite. And let's take a look at the USD JPY. So USD JPY, the same thing. If you look at monthly, USD is strong. So many people are buying USD. So when you look at this also, is right there. Okay, when you look, this is what we have. There's the range right there. But on weekly, let's come to weekly. You can see that it's up, but then we have this finish right there. We've done analysis for GBPNZD, so but you can see with this one right now, and we have this inside bar. So if it breaks out of this, then we might come back to this area. But if it breaks out of this, I'm afraid USD JPY will continue up. So let's see daily. What we have on daily, the same thing. You have this more or less small pen bar right there. So I won't be surprised next week if we pull back to this, but then it depends on whatever comes out for the fundamental that we just discussed. Let's take a look at indices, and I will use NASDAQ as a case study for that. So indices, I mean, Forex market has been crazy. It's been crazy. NASDAQ has the worst. Okay, last week NASDAQ has the worst week since October 2008. If you trace back, look at this candle. Look at that candle. Look at that candle since October 2008. This last week has been the worst week for NASDAQ. Has been the worst week for NASDAQ. But then, can it continue going downward with all this inflation and everything going on? Well, I can't say. So let's take a look at what we can see. Remember, now we trade what we see, not what we think. So if we take our, let's take our Fibo 2 also, draw this down. So we are on 23.6. Now we might have a pullback. We might have a pullback up to this 38.2, but I don't see that we are done yet with what is going on. So any sell signal to send us back to where we are, to retest that. Market doesn't do V-shape except during Trump regime. Market doesn't do V. Like if market crashes like this, it doesn't just go back also like that. So most of the time, so over 80% of the time, what market will do, if it crashes the way it crashed, it will come back, it will come like this, one way or the other, it will come back to form a double bottom and before start finding its way up. And that is why if you have indices, short position, right now, and you are using it possibly to edge your long position that you have, it is advisable that you fund your account more and close the short position once you see that the upward movement wants to resume. Because once this starts, once the up movement starts, indices might not come back to this point for a very long time again. I mean, if you take a look at do your back testing and see that it might not come back to this point for another 1 year, 2 years. It has not been in this place for a very long time. If you go back to monthly, this is monthly. The market has not been in this place for a very long time. Okay, so now what I would be looking forward to is just watch out for indices, especially. Watch out for indices, especially. You can see what we. Let me remove this. I'm just going to leave it. Okay, so what we could have right now, because on 4 hours there's this golden phoenix forming, so I will not be surprised if we still continue back down to come and retest this area. And if it breaks up, then watch out for this 36.2. And now I'm on 4 hours. But for us to start saying that, okay, yeah, the up movement have resumed for indices, especially NASDAQ, then we have to break this trend line. And what is that trend line? We have to break this area. We have to break this area. So this 38.2, the moment we break out from that, then I can confidently say, okay, we have resumed back the up movement. So this is the reason why it keeps going up. When you look at NZD right now, NZD is the weakest out of all the currencies. Okay, USD is the strongest out of all the currencies. Okay, then GBP is a little bit strong, but not the strongest, but of course it's stronger than NZD. So fundamental wise, we know we should be buying. Okay, we know we should be buying GBP NZD. GBP NZD. That is if you are not in a short position before. Now, if you have a short trade before and your drawdown has gone way high, and this is going to take us back to our money and risk management, which myself I have to work on seriously, because it was one of the things that wounded me badly, even this past week or past 2 weeks. So most of my strategy, I don't use stop loss personally, and the reason is very simple, especially when I trade indices. Okay, I don't use stop loss. I just say, because the way the market moves, it goes up and goes down, before you know again, can go up. So I hate to use a stop loss and the market just come boom and cut me off, especially when I trade indices. But with currency pairs like GBPNZD, you can use your stop loss. You know you should be buying. You know you should be buying, but you have a big drawdown. So you have two things. It's either you cut your loss and go home, cry little, get over it and continue your trading, or you keep edging it. Okay, you keep edging it, hopefully that it will reverse. There is no way it will keep going up that it will not go back down. And there was a time I also created a video on emergency response in Forex trading. I have not seen that kind of a video online before, but I just felt I should create that video, and it was as a result of what happened also during that time last year, coupled with the weather outrage that we had in Texas then. And I created that video. I never knew that I was creating it even for myself. So we should always have that backup. We should always have that backup. You don't put all your eggs in one basket when you're trading. When you're trading, let's say you have $1,000 in your account. Number one, we know that we shouldn't be risking more than 2% of this account, even though we say it all the time. Even personally, I don't stick to it, but that is if you stick to it, you discover that we hardly burn our account, because even if you have 10 losing trades simultaneously, you still just lost 20% of your account. Even if you have 10 losing streaks, and you still have 80% of your portfolio to trade. But most of the time, we risk 50%, we risk 60%, and before you know it, things get out of hand. Now, coming to GBPNZD, anytime you see a currency pair like this that has way like the weakest like this, the reversal is drawing nearer. The reversal is drawing nearer. When nobody can tell. But it will definitely, just like USD JPY. USD JPY, if you look at that trend also, it has been off for a while. All this will not continue like that. So this is fundamental. If you look at it, now you can also take a look at the sentiment also. Let's see if we can do check the market sentiment. Then we now go to technical. So if you check our, let's see. And by the way, you know that we also have, if you go to the Forex Apostle mentoring now, we're trying to put most of all these tools there. We're still working on them to make it perfect, but you can start using some of them. So like if you go here and you look at this, the calendar, this is the 8, this is the Forex Sentiment right there on the Forex Apostle mentoring. If you click on this, it will take you to the market sentiment like this. So now when you get over here, you can see. So let's take a look if we have GBPNZD. So you can see what happened right here, that you are not alone. Do you see that? This is telling you 94% of retail traders are holding short positions. Do you see that? So you are one of those 94%. And what I always tell people is that the institution are actually the minority. So 4% are holding long position. So if you are one of those people that have short position open with GBPNZD, you are not alone, and it doesn't mean that you don't know what to trade. Come on now, 94% of forex traders cannot know what they are doing or what they put. You know, so but this is how we look at it. And if you don't have a trade already opened, and you are using sentiment also to justify your position, it would have been in a nice situation for you also to be among that very few. Do you see what I'm saying? For you to be among the few. But trust me, this 94% of traders, they've had their trades also open for a long time. Okay, now so let's come to the chart. So this is GBPNZD. If you look at monthly, let's do a top-down analysis. This is monthly, okay? So you can see where we are right here, okay? I'm expecting it to, reverse, but then there is a little clause. Why? Because this candle right here shows a very strong momentum upward. Okay, it shows a very strong momentum upward. Now let's go to weekly. So this is weekly. We start from monthly, right? So this is weekly. So look at where we are also right there. I know whenever we see the red phoenix, we know that one way or the other we should have the reversal. But then that is not automatic immediately, because it could jump from one to another. In fact, don't be surprised that this phoenix motor started from here, jump from here to here to here to here. But that just tells me that, okay, we're going to have that reversal where I can say. Look at that also on daily. So let's go to 4 hours. So on 4 hours now, also you can see that pretty much we have this indecision candle, right? So that indecision is telling you, okay, so let's see what's going to go on, what's going to happen. If on a Monday we have a bearish candle, okay, then I will be expecting us to kind of have a pullback. Not that we will have reversal, but at least a pullback before it continues, because it has, if you add ATR to which this is my ATR stop, okay, if let's assume I'm holding a long position, this is where my stop loss will even be right now on 4 hours, because it shows the ATR2 tells you how far that particular currency pair moves according to that time frame you have. So this is 4 hours. So we are still in uptrend. There's no doubt about it. But this looks like a pen bar also to me, right there. This looks like a pen bar also to me. So if I don't have any trade before, trust me, this is a trade that I could actually put up. I could trade, I could enter short position even with this trade itself, because with this now, I can put my either pending stop, self stop right there, or come below that, this one, okay, come below that one, and then put my stop loss up there, then targeting possibly this area for my take profit on that, which next week we will have that, okay. And that is once I'm expecting pullback anyway next week, hopefully all things being equal. Now let's take a look at it. Let's go back to daily. Let's take it from this down to this top. Let's pick our Fibo to draw it way up there, so you can see what we have. So if we're having a pullback, our pullback could come to this place and bounces back. It could come to this and bounces back, okay. And hopefully for somebody like you, you'll be praying that it comes to 50%. So if it comes to 50%, which actually rhymes with this area right there, then you can decide to close your long position and take off, just go with the little loss that you might have. But then if it breaks out from this 50%, then it therefore means that we are having reversal and coming back down. So that would be my analysis for GBPNZD, and that same goes to any other currency that is in that same range. So let's remove that. Let me change to Tradermatic and see if we kind of have the same the same knowledge also. The same thing you can see right there. So on Tradermatic, as you can see, the same thing. I mean, we have the direct Phoenix, we are 100% right there. So I will not be entering long position if I don't have one before. Then if we are having that pullback, as I said, we stop at 76.4, we could stop at 61.8, and we could come down to 50. Now, I don't see it coming to 50 anytime soon, but then if it does, that will be a good news because it rhymes with this. It will rhyme with that support, which is now a resistance right there. So that's what I will be looking at when it comes to GBPNZD.
Are you ready to change your career, or are you looking to make extra income outside what you are currently making? Do you belong to one of these groups? 1. You've been hearing about cryptocurrencies or blockchain technology, but you don't have a clue how to get started. 2. You've been hearing about Forex trading, but you have no clue how to make money with it. 3. You have lost your hard-earned money into crypto sharks or Forex sharks. 4. You are sick and tired of your job and you want your freedom? The Forex Apostle Mentoring Program is the global leader in Forex, stocks, and crypto education. As a disciple of the Forex Apostle, you gain skills that you need to succeed in this new economy. Get more than just extra income. Start living life on your term and at your own design. Join the community of like-minded people working towards the same goal as you. Become a Forex disciple today. Visit www.theforexapostlementoring.com to join us.